Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermitcraft Crafting. And we're flying through the Deadlands as if it's December, wrong holiday. And we are getting ready for Christmas, and that's kind of where I left off. We are still dead, as you can see, and we have our resurrection house and chamber still under construction. And it is time to do some resurrecting today because we put in a lot of work into this house and getting it all situated and ready for the rebirth of Scar. But yeah, look at this place. My gosh, we put in a ton of work into this in December, and yeah, I'm very proud of this. I think it's unique. You know, it's got a cool roof. It's got, you know, some fun other accents and details, but what is very lacking within the design is an interior, and this is a very strange interior at that. We have this massive basement of opportunity, but a very skinny and awkward shape of an interior of a house. That's right, that is the entire width of the house. So our work is cut out for us today. This is gonna be quite a challenge. I'm up for it. I've got some really cool designs that I built for the resurrection chamber back in December that I want to change up just a little bit because I've gotten some new ideas since then. And but before we get to all of that, I'd like to take a little walk around Hermitcraft, see what's been going on. I am out of the loop and have no idea what is going on anymore. It has been so long since I've been on, and this situation clearly still has yet to change. I wonder if the squid population has bounced back yet. And the chest monsters are still alive and thriving. I don't know what to do about them. I've been dealing with them since 2015. Isn't that when they added the shulker boxes? I'm pretty sure. Taking a quick tour of all of our projects going on at the moment here, it looks like the iron golems are continuing to spawn here at the cherry factory, which, man, this thing's beautiful. And I completely forgot, on our last live stream on Twitch, we built an additional sweetberry farm, but it is not hooked up to the main line yet. So we definitely need to finish that. And I want to pop up to the second level and see how those iron golems are doing. Oh, we're gonna need to thin the herd here. We are gonna need to thin the herd. I guess with Mumbo doing his mining and his drilling out there, he's loaded these chunks here, so they just kept spawning in. That's hilarious, but you know, it's keeping the villagers safe while I've been gone. Just another mess of shulker boxes for me to clean up. Sadly, Cherry is still closed, so our priority in our next few episodes is getting this shop back open and fully operational because the hourglass has stopped ticking with the slowdown in production at Cherry Factory. Flying back into Jurassic Island, it looks like the Delightful Falls has cleaned up all of the snow from my Secret Santa present there. So that is good. That is good to see this area back to its former glory without the snow, which we have been dealing with this entire season. Has been the bane of my existence. Flew inside the secret power cave here to get some fireworks, and I found that I left this place in a bit of chaos. There are shulker boxes, there's a random sand block, and this area has been taken over by the chest monsters, and I don't know what to do about it because when I'm consistently making episodes, I generally know what I've placed and where things are, but if I'm gone for more than a month, I don't remember what's in any of these boxes. So we're gonna have to do a live stream to try to clean this place up, and Cherry Island, and the Dead Zone, basically the whole server. Finally found some new stuff here on the server. Down below, that appears to be a Rubik's Cube that somebody sneezed on, and the one, the only, I almost said Triwizard Tournament Cup. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know why that came into my mind, but nothing else is in my mind other than the Triwizard Cup. But that's the cup that Cub, Joe, and myself won when we beat the Europeans, and America shined brightly on the golf course. And it was amazing. And look at that shiny, beautiful cup here. Forever documenting the great achievements of Concorp. That's absolutely amazing. Good job, Cub. I love it. Seeing what Cub has been up to here at Concorp, he finished the bridge leading into Concorp. Looks absolutely amazing. He wanted me to do that with him, but unfortunately, I was just so under the weather over the last month that I wasn't able to, but he knocked it out of the park, and it's looking amazing, along with all of Concorp. Yeah, this place is, ooh, what is this over here? I want to see what this is. Looks like a hangar. Wait. Jellyland. No. I've heard rumors. I've seen screenshots, teasers. Why is there a dog in Jellyland? Unauthorized. No. What is it, Baxter? What is this shenanigans? There shouldn't be dogs in Jellyland. This is a Jellyland. Oh, welcome to Jellyland. Have a perfect day. Oh man, I'm so happy right now. I've got a tear in my eye. This is so beautiful. I've never been more happy in my entire life. I just want to live here forever. All right, guys, that's the end of the episode. I found my new home. Goodbye, everybody. It is very delightfully spooky here at the FrankenScar Mansion with the lightning bolt striking the tower, sending its energy deep into the laboratory where the resurrection will take place. So let's head inside because there is much work to take place. The house is not looking very house-like. It's looking pretty ugly. So what we need to do is we need to make it a little bit more house-like. So we'll add some doors, some staircases, and some walls and things along those lines. Now that staircase will lead deep into the basement where we have a ton of room in here, and that will be where the laboratory is, where we'll have the resurrection chamber. So I think that'll be really fantastic. We have tons of room to work with here. Oh, hello there, gentlemen. Where did you all come from? Anyway, so yeah, I think that'll be really cool. This area will be a little bit more spooky and things along those lines. Now, I have a question. Is Frankenstein the creature, you know, that's green, has the bolts, or is Frankenstein the doctor or scientist who makes the guy with the green and the bolts in the head? I've been always confused by this, so in the comments, please let me know. These zombies have been less than forthcoming with that information. They're in cahoots with Frankenstein. So anyway, let me know and let's get to work on this house. A little bit of progress has finally been achieved here at the FrankenScar Mansion, and we've got some floors, we got some ceilings, some lighting, and some details here to clean it all up a bit. I definitely want to add some small details, little furnishings, doors, things like that would make that area look a lot better, but where I want to turn my attention now is to the staircase leading down into the basement. So my idea at the moment is we're going to take the staircase and it's going to kind of go down like that and then jot over this way where the chamber will be in this general vicinity, and that'll be pretty much right under the lightning tower. So I think that'll work out fairly well. So the overall design down here is going to be more stone than wood. Wood's going to be more supports. Stone's going to be the main structure of kind of like the tunnel that the staircase will be in that leads to the chamber. After a bit of work, we now have a staircase leading to the basement now, and I think it's looking really nice. It's got some basic stonework, you know, texturized with some variety of different stone pieces, so it just adds a little bit of visual interest to the area. As for this area, I'd like to add a door. Functionable or non-functionable, I'm not 100% sure, but something here to separate the house from the tunnel going down to the basement, I think will be needed in this area. So yeah, I think this came out really nice. I like the lanterns kind of haphazardly placed along the way as you go deeper into the underground area. And once we get down to this portion, you can see there's some wood supports here or there. And you know, like I said, there's lanterns, there's 3 of them kind of staggered about in here. So I think that's looking really nice. Now, this leads to where the chamber is gonna go, and this makes me super excited. So I spent a good like 6 hours working on a design because the original design that I talked about at the beginning of the episode, it was okay. But after some more time and more reflection on it, I feel like we should incorporate more design cues from the actual house. So that's bringing some greens in to really accentuate the Frankenstein design and things along those lines, because the original design, it was kind of boring, to be honest. So I'm quite happy with why I changed it, and I think it's gonna look good. So here's some of the details that we have ready for this. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna build the shell of the chamber and worry about the redstone later. So let's do that now. this thing. I think this came out fantastic, and I'm so glad that I went back and revisited my old design and kind of spruced it up, added color themes that are present throughout the entire house. And yeah, I think this is pretty cool. So if we pop down here below, this will be kind of where the person stands. Now, I've got some things up my sleeve in how to kind of animate the chamber, but I'm not 100% sure how to do those. They involve redstone. I can sell redstone. I can make a fortune of diamonds by selling redstone, but I don't know how to make it all come together and actually work. But we'll try. We will try today. So what we need to do now is, well, we need a floor, and we need some walls and a ceiling and a few other little details. So once again, my friends, let's hit super fast build mode. And oh wait, oh whoa, I'm going out of control. I tried to jump up to the top there to show you the top, but I'll show you that once we finish in super fast build mode. Super fast build mode, and look at this chamber here. It is looking really nice. We got the walls set up, nothing too crazy or over the top, but I think it is simple and effective for the room. I do want to add some more like experiments, you know, piping, tables, different things along those lines to this area, just to give it a little bit more of a laboratory feel. But I think it really does fit in with the chamber, and I just realized I forgot to do the roof. So what I want to do up here is, you know, bring out the wood, as long as it doesn't clash with the chamber, but bring the wood supports here crossing the ceiling. And then looks like I forgot to close in this part too. Let me finish this. I just showed you an unfinished area. Now I feel bad. Now we have a ceiling and a sealed off room. I can't believe I forgot that. But anyway, what I want to work on now, before we get to the redstone, as you can see, I may be putting this off and off and off. I want to get to the light. So I got some lanterns, I've got some spruce fences, and I want to start kind of haphazardly adding them to the walls and things like that, just to give it a little bit more of a rustic kind of underground feel to the area, and then bring a little bit of light as we did with the tunnels here. So let's do that, and then we tackle the redstone. This room is really heating up. We've got some fire on the floor, we got a little smoke moving about, and of course we've got our lighting fixtures hanging off of the ceiling, which I think is looking really nice. So what I want to do with the floor here, with a little bit of fire coming through the carpets, the smoke, is just to create a little bit more of a spooky kind of mysterious vibe to the chamber, because of course lightning is coming down here and blasting whoever is in the chamber to resurrect them. So yeah, I think this is starting to look pretty cool. As I said, I want to do some control areas, like over in these areas potentially, and still add something a little bit spooky to the area, and I haven't quite figured that out yet. We definitely have the room on the walls and things along those lines, so we'll keep that on the back burner, see how it goes. Where we need to move now is the redstone. So here's my idea, and this is the reason why this tank is so big. Is I'd like the person to stand in the center. So let's head in there together here. And I'd like them to stand in the center. So right here. So I'm gonna stand here, and then like sand or something falls around me, right? And then there's like a boom and a bang, that would be the lightning. And then the sand then drops again, revealing the resurrected skin. I wanna make that. That's very simple to redstoners out there. You guys are like, Scar, that's easy peasy. Well, to me, that sounds very hard. That's like building a nuclear reactor. So I need to go do some tinkering around, because the 5 times I've tried this before, didn't really work. Drop down some red ropes, hooked up some pushy blocks, and we're now in business here. So this is how it works. You stand here on the player block, right? And then this pushy block and this pushy block and so on is where the sand is held up and then released, revealing the new skin. So I think that is going to work. Originally, when I designed this a few months back, it was 3 blocks across on either end. I had nothing but trouble, right? The sticky blocks were connecting to each other and it was a whole thing. So by just making it smaller, I've solved all those problems. So this is how officially this is gonna work. You stand here and the lightning bolt hits the tower, sending a column of sand or concrete powder, depending on the color I choose, and it will fill the chamber. Then these pistons will retract and revealing the skin. And I think this is gonna work, and I'll be over here at a control booth and it's gonna be amazing. Please don't make fun of my redstone. I think it's gonna work. That's all that counts in the end, right? At least I tell that to myself at night. It makes me feel better. We've got the redstone now functioning, and of course we've got a bit of a control area set up with functional levers and things along those lines. But something that we need to add to this area is a place to add the essences of the person we're trying to recreate, right? So we need some kind of little spot that you can put items that represent you, maybe in some kind of tube or some kind of chest, something along those lines on either end there. So when the lightning strikes, all this is fused together to resurrect us. So how do we build this now? The only thing I can think of is like Mario pipes. I don't know if I can build one of those. I might be able to. Let's figure it out. Tried building the Mario pipes, but I decided to create a little sacrifice area, if you will. So each one of these item stands, no, I've literally been gone from Minecraft for a month and I forgot what this is called. This is called an item frame. So the item frame, we're gonna put something that represents me in season 6, right? Richest hermit, trees, classic, dirt for terraforming, and of course a little bit of Vex magic, which, may I add, tastes quite delightful. Also, to top all of this off, jelly. There's jelly. Hello, jelly. So we'll put jelly up there, and with the power of a lightning bolt, we will resurrect myself and bring us back to our colorful former self, and maybe even wear a shirt again. Look at those abs. Those abs are gonna get covered up. And I'll probably stop exercising. I had to look my best for not wearing my shirt. So I think we got this all set up. Let's get Jelly up on the pedestal. Let's start inserting our items here. After months of work, the FrankenScar Mansion is now complete and it is ready for its very first resurrection. I found a wandering Steve in the woods and lured him here to the FrankenScar Mansion laboratory and put him in the tank, and that is how we will reanimate Scar. Everything's so warm and so vivid and so bright. I can feel and it feels great. Oh, how am I gonna get out of here? Hello? Knock knock. Jelly. Do you have the key? Can you open the tank? Help me. Help me. I've been in here for over an hour. That cat's not helping me. She is just sitting there enjoying her time being up on a pedestal. But let's figure out how to get out of here, and I think the first thing is just to break the glass. There we are. We are out of here, and let's walk on solid ground once again. And ooh, look at how nice and cold the ground feels. Ah, that is quite delightful. Let's go pet Jelly. Good measure. There we are. And oh, look, my old body must have traveled to the afterlife and dropped all of its stuff. Well, that's convenient. That is very convenient. Let's don our wings and let's fly. Fly into the air and feel that wind beneath our wings once again. Well, my friends, the FrankenScar Mansion was a success. We have been resurrected once again. We are now cold, wet, and damp. It's so cold and wet here. I'm out of here. I'm done with swamps and spooky things for now. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed. In the comments, let me know, what you'd like to see next. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become resurrected.